How's it going, everybody? My name is Snazzy Patty, and today we are checking out a video by Gabe Bolt. This is 12 more things that are no longer worth your money. Man, everything's expensive, so these days you really got to pick and choose and prioritize what you can spend your hard-earned money on. So let's lock in. As always, the link to the original video is down in the description below. Let's see what he's got to say.
Cheap stuff is not even worth it anymore.
I know that probably doesn't make a ton of sense,
But is it just me, or is like the cheap stuff that we used to get would at least last a little bit of time? But now it's just terrible. I feel like if you get anything from the dollar store, it breaks faster than it used to. Or maybe a better example is like fast food. You used to be able to get a really cheap burger or a cheap meal for like $5 and be pretty full, and it was actually classified as food. And now you can spend $15, get a very similar amount of food that's not food. Like the ingredients of McDonald's fries when they started versus now.
So this is why my parents always say McDonald's used to taste way better and shit. You know, I'm sorry, but I hate spending money on fast food because to me it's just such a waste because yeah, you're spending so much money, you don't even get filled, and it's not even like you went out to a diner or with some friends to a diner and you got to experience it, sit down and talk. It's fast food. It's the bottom of the barrel, honestly. It's one step above a middle-aged divorced man in his shitty apartment because he lost his house and is cooking a TV dinner on a TV tray watching fucking The Price is Right, alright? Most of y'all probably don't even know what that show is.
not even really comparable. Like it has turned from actual fast food to like fast stuff that's more expensive and it's just like not worth the convenience. And so this is why also buying lunch is not worth it anymore. It's like you go to work, if you spend $10, $15 on, you know, a Subway or a Chipotle now, all of those have seemed to continually go up. Well, now if you run your true pay calculator, then you probably have to work an extra hour or 2 hours just to pay for your lunch, which is absolutely like stupid. We no longer
Bro, meal prep. Meal prep and buy stuff from the store that you can set up for work throughout the week. Alright? So much cheaper. You save a lot more money.
buy convenience food almost anywhere, and we just always bring it now because it's just not worth it anymore. The convenience is not worth the amount of time it's going to take to earn that. Even if you make decent money, it's like the prices have gotten out of hand. While we're at it, airport food, I don't know if I just like didn't used to fly before a couple years ago, but it's like $6 for water now. Never felt more scammed. Also, like movie theater food and tickets used to be like a good time, and now you're looking at like 10.
It is, no, I'm sorry, but movie theaters have always been notorious, like, since I was a kid. I don't know, he seems a lot older than me, so, you know, at least he looks like he's got a good 10, 15 years, so I don't know. Anyways, since I was born, it's always been a joke and like a known thing that the movie ticket is like $5-10, and then a bag of Skittles is like 30, okay? That's why we sneak in snacks.
$15 a ticket, and then popcorn's another $10 or $15. Like, what are we doing here? The industry's already dying. If you're also going broke to go watch a movie a month sooner than you can watch it just for free at home, it doesn't make any sense anymore. And I've mostly stopped doing those.
Extended warranties. If you try to buy anything these days, and I'm talking about anything, they will try to sell you an extended warranty. And do you know if that's a good deal? Is it a good deal? It is not a good deal. It's pretty much well, it's almost a scam at this point. Retailers profit between 50 and 80% on extended warranties. Not only are you going to forget,
I don't think I've ever actually like been like at the checkout and it's like, do you want a warrant? I've always said no, because I just don't want to pay more. And my process is, what are the chances that this thing breaks, especially if it's expensive to a point where I need an extended warranty? I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to treat it nicely. I'm going to be careful with it. And the off chance it does break, or I fuck up and I drop it, or whatever it is, I break it, that's on me, and I'll just suck it up and eat the loss.
That you have it, but also most people are just either not going to use it or forget that they have it if they do use it, or it's like too much of a pain to use it. For like maybe 5% of people, this is actually worth it, but for everybody else, extended warranties are just not worth your money. And they try to put it on literally everything now. You buy something on Amazon, or you buy something at Home Depot or whatever, and it's like a $50 thing. Like, do you want the extended warranty for $5.99? Like, no. Every time we go on vacation, I am disgusted by the amount that it costs for a car. Pretty much we end up doubling the price of our trip just to have a car to drive us around. feel like the rents have doubled. Actually getting the car that you want is hard, or they've downgraded. And
Is he talking about being on like a vacation in Renton? Cause that's different. If he's talking about just being in his own city and just Ubering everywhere, I should smack him. That's stupid. But I'm assuming he's talking about being on a trip, especially because he put a bag in the back and all that. But you know, I still get a bike. I'm sure, you know, buy a bike, buy a board, something. Or go for a walk, take the train. Ubers are, and that's just it's the most expensive, bro.
and there's fees for like everything. So occasionally it is worth it, but a majority of the time, it just takes the cost of your trip is going to add like $100 or $200 a day to the price of your trip, which is like crazy. And even things like Airbnbs used to be the play, especially when they first came out. When we were traveling, it was like cheaper than a hotel. You get this nice Airbnb. It was this great experience. And now we look at Airbnbs and they are crazy. They have gotten so out of hand. There's like a $300 cleaning fee on the Airbnb, plus the prices have just gone up. Plus, if you want to get a weekend versus a weekday, so it's like it is all over the place. And whether it's hotels or Airbnbs or whatever, they have things that will try.
All right, let's just be honest. Traveling's not fucking cheap if you're trying to do it safely and comfortably. If you want to travel for cheap, I'm sure you can. There's videos about people who travel and explore the world when they have no source of income and they're doing it off of a couple $100. I won't say that because I don't watch the videos and I don't know how true they are. They could be just being faked behind the scenes. But anyways, traveling's expensive, period. I'm gonna just leave it at that. For the everyday person and for most people, it's expensive. It's going to be. You just gotta save up for it and bite the bullet and pay for the cost. Yes, you can still be smart about it and pay for certain things and not for other things that are wasting your money. But yeah, you're gonna spend a pretty penny no matter what, just to get there.
Back and just like bump the price up as much as they possibly can. And they've got these like programs running so that they milk every stinking penny that they possibly can at you. And like the places haven't gotten any nicer. You're paying for like a bed and walls and whatever. And the prices have gone up and there's like fees for absolutely everything that they just sneak on. It's like, oh, this Airbnb is $149 a day. That's not terrible. $300 cleaning fee, service fee, taxes, like all this different stuff. And like, how did this go from like $600 to $1,200? I don't know what happened.
According to a lawsuit filed by the District of Columbia Attorney General, Marriott Hotels deceptively took in $220 million in fees that are only revealed later in the booking process.
What if I don't use any of this? Do I get that money back? No, I lose it. I lose it.
It's just all the fees that they sneak in on absolutely everything.
Now, another thing that's kind of crazy.
That shit should be fucking criminal. And this is like the problem I have with stupid shit like this, bro. Why is that allowed to happen? Why do we not have, like, I know why, money, all right? The government profits off of all this bullshit because these people that make all the money are in the back pockets of the politicians or whatever, and, you know, money controls the world and all that bullshit. It's just, oh, I could get in such a tangent right now that I'm not going to, but it just pisses me the fuck off that they don't have stricter laws and policies on corporations like this. Anyways.
Is banking fees. Did you know that the average American pays almost $300 a year in banking fees? And that's actually one of the reasons why I like the sponsor of this video.
I also feel like stuff is no longer worth it anymore. And I know that's a broad term, but like even when I was a kid, and I'm not even that old, I'm 30, despite the gray, look at how much gray hair I have. My cousin was cutting my hair and she literally laughed at me. Shout out to you, AD. So I'm going great. But like when I was a kid, we would go out to dinner like a couple times a year. Like it was not often that we were going out to dinner. When we got stuff for Christmas, it was like actually a really cool experience because we didn't have a ton of stuff always. We didn't just get whatever we wanted. And so I feel like we now got in this culture of constantly consuming things. Your kid wants something, you just buy it for them. They have so many toys. Even yourself, you see something on Instagram, you just buy it. You see something on TikTok Shop, you just buy that. Literally, you talk about something like, you know what? I was thinking of getting a coffee maker, and suddenly you're getting ads for all these coffee makers. You're like, that looks cool. That looks cool. Let me buy this one. And it just you're just buying everything you want. People are just financing it. The whole buy now, pay later thing is just like
This, I can't, no, this one's just purely on y'all. Like, the people that be doing this stupid shit, just be smarter with your money. You do not need a financial advisor to know how to manage your finances and budget correctly, alright? If you're sitting there doing this shit, stop it. Alright? You're going broke. If you want to buy something, my rule is, depending on how much it is like, you know, I'm gonna save this amount of paychecks. I want this, but I don't have, you know what I mean? Even though I could afford it right now, it would take me too low where I don't want, like, you know what I mean? It would take, it's too much right now. I'd rather wait till I get my next check, then I'll buy it, you know? Even though I could afford it then, I'm just gonna wait, give it a week, have a little extra cash in my pocket now, then buy it so it doesn't hurt the bank as much. Just be smart with your money, man. Especially now with how everything is so expensive. It's hard, don't get me wrong, but it's doable. People just make dumb decisions.
Literally instant gratification. I want something, I can't afford it, I deserve it. This whole treat yourself culture. When you treat yourself constantly, when you buy,
Yeah, no, the treat yourself culture. Yo, you do not deserve princess treatment because you woke up and got out of bed, okay? Get up, go do something with your fucking self, alright? Whatever happened to you, you gotta work hard to play hard. You want a reward, you gotta work for it, man. You earn that shit. And I'm not saying work 60 hours and break your back, but it seems like nobody has self-control over this type of shit, and everybody just instant dopamine satisfaction. Nobody wants to put the time and the work and the suffering to get to like the greater things in life. It rains before the rainbow, but everybody just wants to fucking get to the rainbow. They just skip it all, like a cutscene.
things, whatever you want constantly, even if you have the money for it, nothing's really that special anymore. It's like that joy of being a kid when you didn't really get much all year and you get a new pair of shoes
Well, yeah, because now you can just buy yourself whatever. You have your own money. You have adult money now.
that you've been wanting for 6 months, where you get a book and a couple of toys, like just a few things that you've really been wanting for a while. That's special. That's magical. If you get new stuff whenever you want it, if you have more toys and you know what to do with that stuff doesn't matter to you anymore. Same thing with an adult, where like if you just buy everything that you want every week, you're getting new Amazon packages showing up at your door. Nothing feels that fun anymore. Nothing's that special. You lose that excitement of just stuff. So it feels like there's so much stuff now, so many targeted ads for exactly what you want. And most people have so much more than they could ever need or use that nothing's even fun anymore. You have all the things that you want and it's not that satisfying because you have everything that you want. You know, you're not chasing anything. The dopamine receptors are just fried at this point from scrolling TikTok and treating your
Speak for yourself, buddy. I'm fine when it comes to this shit. I got plenty of things I want to work towards and ambitions and goals in my life that are not even physical things I can obtain. All right? So, I don't have to worry about that.
self that you treated yourself right out of enjoyment. And even like I feel thrift stores are to the point where they're turning into scams. Like I feel
No, because, and it's not even, bro, it's us, not me. I ain't taking accountability. I'm not taking the fucking blame for the scalping and all these motherfuckers that go through the Goodwill bins, pushing over fucking people and shit like that. Alright? I need to make a video on this, bro. I'm gonna make a video on this, ranting and just shitting on scalpers of the world, from thrift store scalpers to fucking car scalpers to card shop scalpers to shoe and all. Bro, I fucking hate them because they ruin everything. They're parasites on the world and society. They really are, bro. You are the lowest of low, bro. One of the lowest of lows of society.
like I used to be able to go to a thrift store and get some clothes for like a couple dollars. Now we've literally gone into some recently and you can buy the clothes about the same price new on Amazon, or if there are other things, they'll be like $20 for like a pan, and like I can buy a brand new pan for $25. What is going on here? So I don't know what happened with that. I didn't look into like statistics, but very few thrift stores are actually like saving money now. I don't know how they all like decided to like just jack up their prices and have used crap, but like not worth it anymore. Yard sales, Facebook Marketplace, still really good. I don't know what happened to the thrift stores. And
I've thought about doing that, using Marketplace and all those types of websites or apps, but I always get sketched out, man. I'm not trying to get robbed or kidnapped. I've heard too many stories, bro.
you literally used to have everything I own used to be from a thrift store. I don't know what happened. Subscriptions. I don't even know why you guys are in here. Ugh. Like I remember when we got Netflix and you're getting these DVDs shipped to your house. Dude, I am old. What is happening? These little discs would show up at your house, and I feel like that was worth it. It was like cheaper than Redbox. You can get these movies. It was like a cool thing. You had like to select what movies you actually wanted to watch. And that was like watch history or whatever. And now there's just so many options. There's so many streaming services. And not only have the services gone up from, it starts at $7.99, then it's $9.99, and now it's $12.99.
Yeah, I hate the fact that they can just keep upping up the fucking subscription fees for existing users too. That's what makes me the most upset. And what doesn't make sense to me is, how is it getting more expensive? Nothing is fucking changing, bro. Nothing. The Netflix originals definitely aren't getting better. Like, none of your originals are getting better, bro. None of these originals have gotten better with the increased prices, all right? I doubt they're paying their employees anymore, because you know how fucking greedy these guys are. And they still have such a, like, fucking, like, limited selection of shows, and most of them are dog shit that you've never even heard of or ever going to give a chance to watch. Say you only have Netflix. I'll even give them credit. They have probably the best, like, selection of variety of, like, the most, like, of shit on their streaming service. Even then, though, eventually you're gonna run out of stuff to watch, and you're gonna have to just be, like, just picking things at random, because you're like, I've already watched all the things I want to watch, so now we're just clicking on things to find something. Hopefully it's good. And then also, half the time you pick a show that you want to watch, they only have half the seasons, and it's not even, like, in order.
And that's $14.99. Like, there's all these subscriptions are going up, but now there's also a billion subscriptions, and not one of them is good. If you look at Netflix, it has some stuff, but if you want to watch all, like, the normal things, they just rotate them between, so that no one is actually good anymore. They're all, like, slowly going down because they're buying all the best shows from each other, and each service has one show or one football game or whatever it is that you want to watch. And now you have to have 6 services in order to, like, have what used to be on one service. And so each one is going down and each price is going up, and now suddenly you're spending $1,000 a year on subscriptions to random stuff. And then it's also like, in the subscription world, everything has a subscription now. Tesla just announced that you can't buy the self-driving car anymore. You literally can't even buy that. If you want to have that, you now have to do the subscription. Everything under the sun is trying to get you to pay them $4.99 a month, $6.99 a month, $29.99 a month. And none of those sound bad until now your clothes are showing up in subscription boxes. Now your food's showing up in subscription boxes. Now your toilet paper is showing up from subscription from Amazon Prime, which is another subscription just to be able to get that subscription. And that subscription has doubled from what it used to be, and it doesn't even work as well. Like, thanks, Amazon.
The problem is because we pay for it. This is the dumbest, this is what probably, like, one of top 10 pet peeves of mine, is the fact that we as a society, we complain about all this bullshit, right? But then nobody actually does anything about it. And I'm not even just talking about, like, on a big scale of, like, oh, let's make change in the world. You guys can't even fucking boycott it yourself. I just spit all over my webcam. I saw that. But anyways, people will sit there and fucking complain about, oh, Apple did this, Nike did that, Facebook did this, Amazon did that. But then you guys still use their services. You guys still pay their subscription fees. You guys still do the exact same thing and expect shit to change. Y'all literally, that's the definition of insanity. This video, oh, I'm getting hyped. Because it's stupid. If you don't like it, don't participate in it. Find a solution. Problem solve. That is one of the best abilities humans have been given as a tool, is our ability to problem solve. Use your brain.
And it's like all these things just add up and add up and add up. And this is why we're in a just devastating spot now financially as Americans, especially. And I feel like people don't even look at the ones they should be looking at. Like, if you look at car insurance, it's kind of a subscription if you think about it that way. Like, when's the last time you actually looked and saw, like, can I save money on my car insurance? Cutting out some of these things, whether it's the complete junk ones or the ones that you actually need, can make big differences in your life financially. And so one thing that I like to do is, like, once a quarter or once whenever, like, you check with your phone company and check with your car insurance, check with your home or renter's insurance, whatever, check your pet insurance, check your life insurance, maybe not your life insurance, but, like, check all the insurances, all the subscriptions that you have, and just see if you can make some changes that will lower all of those. And, like, doing that once a quarter or even once a year can save you hundreds or thousands of dollars per year. Absolutely crazy. I'll actually leave some links down below to compare some of those, like the best car insurances right now and some things like that. Honestly, if you just take a few minutes, you can probably save a decent amount of money and it costs you nothing. I just feel like absolutely everything is tried to turn into this, and it's just crazy. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe.
Hey man, that was a good video. I'm sorry I got so amped up towards the end of that, but like I said, good video, got me energetic and talking. I didn't even pay attention. Did he list 12 things? I don't know. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Make sure you go check out the original video. Link is down in the description below. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, stay snazzy, stay blessed.